This is high-tech stuff here.
This is high tech.
This is the joys of live broadcast.
Oh my.
This is what happens when you have two real estate agents trying to run a podcast. I just banged my knee.
We have an injury already on the field. Hopefully, do I have to take a knee, Matt?
No, you're all right.
Okay.
Keep going.
All right. So, yeah, we're a little bit late today. We had some tech difficulties. That's not an uncommon thing around here. But we are trying to straighten them out the best we can, and hopefully we'll get things straightened out soon. But anyway, in the meantime, we have with us Debby Bevin from Birthday Buddies, Inc. Hi, Debby.
Hi.
And I'm just gonna adjust this a little bit more. This is the old-fashioned way of adjusting things.
Right.
Just
low tech today.
Low tech today. Hopefully we're loud enough. Matt, are you able to read what people are saying?
I'm getting there.
Okay. So I'm going to try to talk a little bit louder.
Okay.
Debbie, if you could talk a little bit louder.
Sure.
Matt, we don't have to worry about you.
No one ever complains that they can't hear Matt.
That's right.
I am on the show, so I'm going to do my best to monitor the comments.
Okay.
And if people have questions, they should just type them into the comment section, and I'll try to read them. Now, for whatever reason, I can't see all the comments. I don't know why.
Yeah, I know.
It's a Facebook thing. We don't have control over it.
Yeah.
But
so we're not ignoring you, is what Matt's
I'll
trying to
do the best that I can.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
All right, get us.
To keep on moving this.
Get her started.
All right.
It looks okay on the screen. From
Okay,
what
I
I
think
can
that's
see,
good.
it looks good.
Awesome.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone.
All right, so we're the cast at Glocker. We do this every Wednesday at 6. Sometimes we have a vacation. We're allowed vacations, right, Matt?
Yes.
Okay. But what we do is we interview people of the area that are entrepreneurs or just people who help out Boyertown and the communities surrounding Boyertown. And Debby Bevin with Birthday Buddies is one of those people. And I think maybe you can explain to everybody what Birthday Buddies is.
Sure. So we are a children's entertainment company, and we specialize in costume characters, princesses, superheroes, and we do Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny for the holidays. And we go out and we do birthday parties and events, and yeah, pretty much that's what we do. So we're always at a party, so it's a happy business that we're in, and we're always
You're always partying, right?
We're always partying,
Always partying.
and it's very exciting, and I love doing it.
So I was talking to Debbie earlier before the show, and when I was at Oktoberfest with my family, we saw her there with her with Spider-Man and who did you say? Paw Patrol.
Chase
from Paw Patrol was there, and that was a lot of fun. Kids like that. I saw a lot of kids getting excited when they were walking around. So happy faces all the time around you.
Yes, it's very rewarding. The children really think we are who we're supposed to be, and there's nothing better than getting the hugs and the high fives and the fist bumps from all the kids.
I was one of those kids. I gave Spider-Man a fist bump, and I thought it was the real Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I don't know. You never know, right? That's I tell my kids, you never know which one's the real one.
Right. Spider-Man's a hot commodity right now. And
oh yeah.
People love him, and he's great with the kids, as you probably saw. And,
right.
He happens to be my amazing partner, and he's my partner in life, and he's my partner in the business, and
nice.
He's a wonderful Spider-Man.
Awesome. So, give us a little background to how this started. First of all, the question I had is this like a national company, or is this something you made up completely on your own? I mean, I know there's other character companies, but Birthday Buddies Inc. Is this your complete business?
So this is my business. So Birthday Buddies has been around for a long time. I had the business in Philadelphia for 17 years. And I started the business when my children, when my daughter, my oldest was 1, she's now 28. I wanted to stay home all week and raise my girls. And I thought, what can I do that I could fulfill my entrepreneurial spirit, but at the same time be a mom? And I loved kids. Everything I did was kids. So I started the business when my daughter was 1, and I started it with a friend of mine. And then I moved along from that and was with my sister-in-law for a while. And then she became a teacher. And then I had another friend that I also did the business with. So I've had a few partners over the years, all amazing moms. And we did the characters and the princesses and the superheroes. And I think your question was, how did I come up with the business?
Well, did you come up with it? Like, did you say, I'm going to come up with this business, or was there already a model there that you just?
Right, good question. So the answer is that for my daughter's first birthday, I had Barney and Baby Bop come to my daughter's birthday party.
I feel for you, but that's
yeah.
okay.
So Barney and Baby Bop came to my daughter's first birthday.
Hold on. What? Slow down for a second. I'm hearing blah 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 blah. What?
Barney and Baby Bop.
I have no idea what that is.
You don't know what Barney is?
I know Barney.
The purple dinosaur.
Okay, so that's Barney.
And Baby Bop is the green little.
I think it's part of the show,
sister.
right? Same show, right?
Yeah. Barney and Baby Bop.
I don't remember Baby Bop.
I luckily Barney had kind of done its thing by the time I had kids, and I was so.
So
thankful.
my kids are older than yours, so I must have totally missed Baby Bop.
Yeah,
All
you
right.
probably were not paying that much attention to your Barney shows.
I was not.
Well, she's a little green dinosaur, and she was adorable.
So the little kids probably go nuts for this.
Absolutely. So they came to.
We're talking about back when she started.
Oh, okay.
Right. So Barney and Baby Bob came to my daughter, who's now 28. Hi, Brianna. She's now 28. Came to my daughter's first birthday party, and I thought, wow, this is a great idea. So I bought a costume, and I bought a Barney costume that seriously looked like Dino from the Flintstones.
Okay, yeah.
It was not very good.
Right.
But people loved it. And I put an ad in the little local newspaper, and it took off. And within 2 weeks, we bought Winnie the Pooh and Tigger after that, because the business
that's
was
my
really
style.
yeah,
Winnie the Pooh and Tigger.
yeah, the classics.
Yeah.
So
I'm a classic kind of guy here, man.
Okay.
So then it took off from there, and
All
then
right.
from there I kept building the business, and we had over 20 costumes, and then we got into the moon bounces and clowns and princesses and superheroes, and it grew.
Wow.
And as I said, we did that for 17 years, and then life took a turn, and I went through a divorce. And something had to go on the back burner, so I wanted to focus on my girls. So the business had to go on the back burner for a while. So I wasn't able to do it, and it was my baby. It was my third baby. It was something that I loved and I was really passionate about.
Yeah, you built from scratch.
I built from scratch, and it was really hard.
One Dino-looking Barney costume.
Yes, and it was really hard. It was really hard to let it go, but I had to. I wanted to focus on my girls. They were 15 and 17 at that time, and so I let it go. And then I went through a divorce, and I started nannying. Again, everything I do is with children. And now I moved out to a new town, a new man, and the entrepreneurial spirit was screaming at me to start it out in my new town. So here I am.
And I think you've been welcomed with open arms. I believe.
I have. The town has been very receptive. I've been very fortunate. It's different now than it was when I did it for 17 years, because at that time I put an ad in a little local newspaper,
right.
And it just took off.
Right.
Now I'm introducing myself and
you don't
going
want to put
out
an ad in the local newspaper. You probably won't get a call.
Right, small town, and
Right.
so I've had to actually reach out to most of the businesses and introduce myself, and I did several. I donated my time to several organizations to give back to the community, even though I've only launched 2 months.
Right.
I've already been giving back to the community to also get the word out about me, and also let people know that, I want to be in the community and I want to help and all those kind of things. My business is all about my family. My daughter, Danielle, I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for her. She has been my social media person. She has been my Elsa. She does my princesses. She has been my face painter. So thank you, Danielle.
She's wanting to get her shout out, so now you're getting it. You just
Okay.
got a shout out.
She probably has a question or something.
No, somebody was talking about the original. Hold on. Let me finish. Just got.
So you're talking about moon baskets. Are you so right now? What are the things that you are offering?
So right now we just do the costume characters
And face
painting, and superheroes, princesses, Santa Claus, Easter Bunny. But then we do all of the popular characters like Coco Melon, and you guys probably don't know who
I don't
these
know
people
Coco
are.
Melon.
Coco Melon.
Well, this is Coco Melon
You know
on
Coco
here.
Melon?
This is Coco Melon.
Who's
this
Coco
is
Melon?
JJ from Coco Melon on here.
He looks familiar.
Baby Shark, Mickey and
Yeah.
Minnie. You know Mickey and Minnie,
Yeah.
obviously. So we have to keep
Michelle
up with the times.
Markman is saying hi, Deb. Is she the original Barney?
So,
Was
she's
Michelle?
she's not the original Barney, but
she's
she was
trying to claim
she was
it.
my partner. She was my partner for a long time,
Okay.
and she was a great Barney. Yes,
Okay.
She was the best Barney.
she was.
She was the best. She wasn't the OG Barney.
That's my
She
BFF.
just happened to. Okay,
Yes,
I
yes.
got
So she was my Barney for a long time.
you. Diane Schusler is saying hello.
Okay.
Jennifer Ann is saying hello. Danielle Marie.
Okay.
Michelle Markman. Yeah, people are just talking it up in the comment section. That is good.
Okay.
Dave Gresh is saying hello. Keep up those comments in the comment section. It is working. The more comments that we make, the more Facebook wants to show people popular shows.
Okay.
I'm going to try to keep up with the comments. I posted a link to Birthday Buddy so people who are watching can find your Facebook page in the comments. Do you have a website?
I do.
I'll try to find a website and get that up in
Do
the
you
comments.
want to throw it out there for right now?
Sure. It's birthdaybuddies.inc.com.
Okay.
Easy.
I'll
Yeah.
put that up in the comments too. And let me get back to it.
And so what? What areas are you available in?
So right now I'm doing a lot in Berks County right now.
Okay.
Obviously, this is where I am. We're in Earl Township,
Okay.
and so I'm doing
Berks
a
and
lot of
Montgomery,
Berks-
since Montgomery is
So-
right here at the border.
right,
too.
right, because Gilbertsville I think starts Montgomery
Mhm.
County.
Yeah, we're like on the line. You're sitting on the line right now.
Okay, I didn't
Yeah.
realize that.
Yeah.
So we're doing Berks County, Montgomery County. I'll still go back to Philly. Gotta continue to go back to still always be a Philly girl at heart. So I will go back there for friends and family, and maybe something bigger shows, but not just for a birthday party or something
Right.
like that. Bucks County, we're also doing as well. So we kind of travel all over.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you do festival. You do home visits.
So we do birthday parties,
Yeah.
which is great right now with COVID and with being in a pandemic. Not many people want to go out to a big space and have a party in big spaces, and so it's nice that we can come to you and do a birthday party.
Cool. But you also do like festivals and stuff like that,
Right.
of course.
We do festivals and bigger events.
Very, very, very cool.
Yeah.
And then they can find the packages that you offer, different packages and everything like that, and you can find it on the Facebook
Yeah.
page, website, and all that stuff.
On our Facebook page, you can see our packages, and also on our website, there's a listing for packages. So we have all different packages, starting from a meet and greet package to an hour package with a face painter and a character.
Cool.
Yeah, all kinds of prices.
Say
I have a question. I have a lot of questions.
Yeah, good.
So I heard that a man brought her here. Is that true? You came here for a man? You came to Boyertown for a man.
I came here for an amazing man.
That is love.
Yes,
Now, is he from Boyertown?
he is. We actually purchased his parents' home in Earl Township.
Okay.
Yep.
So now you're an Earltonian.
Yeah, so now city girl turned country bumpkin.
Right.
There I am.
Okay.
I think there's a movie
And I'm
about
loving
that
it.
somewhere.
And I'm loving it.
You love it.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's there was a Green Acres.
Yeah, yeah.
So the man brought you to Boyertown.
Yes.
I've been hearing out of the corner of my ear.
He
all
is
no.
Spider-Man, you know.
I heard that. I heard that.
So-
I heard that. I didn't want to give it away if any of the kids were watching.
Yeah.
So
Me,
what has been so? You go to all these parties, right? You go to birthday parties and all this stuff, right? What's the craziest, like, in your mind? What's the craziest party that you ever went to? What's the craziest thing that has happened to you at one of these parties where you're all dressed up in the costumes and everything else? Is there one thing that sticks out?
Wow, good question. Craziest thing that happened to me. Oh my goodness.
Or just the craziest thing
Yeah,
that happened
just
around you. Or
So,
whatever.
so I think what people kind of can't understand is under the costume in 95 degree weather, and my best friend who was my partner will agree with this. I don't sweat.
Okay.
You know, your body just gets to a certain temperature, and I just don't sweat.
Okay.
And I take off the costume, and I'm not drenched.
Okay.
Where she would take off the costume, and she was pouring and
drenched.
sweating, and she was like sweating bullets. And
So this
I
means
just don't
on
sweat.
hot days that you're automatically in the costume.
we don't. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I'm always yes, and we're
Okay.
talking big head costumes.
I'm stuck on this that she doesn't sweat thing.
No.
Yeah.
It's just
no.
like that commercial. Women don't sweat, they perspire.
So
She's not even perspiring, I don't
So
think.
you're not sweating in these things.
I'd be
All right.
sweating.
So where does the crazy story come in?
So the crazy story
Just
is
that you don't sweat.
That I just don't sweat. I can't think of anything else. I don't. I mean, look, we've had parties where. We've had kids spit up on us. We've
Right.
had kids throw up on us. Things
Right,
like that.
right.
But I don't know how crazy you're looking for.
Well, I don't know, whatever.
We've never had. Luckily, and I'm proud of this. We've never had a head fall off.
Of character
right.
or an attendee.
Yeah, right. Exactly. We've never. Yes.
There's never been a decapitation
That's
at a
good.
birthday party.
That's good.
Birthday buddy's party. That's a. I would put that on my
There'd
website.
be a lot of like adults in therapy right now. Therapy
Yes.
sessions.
Yes.
I saw Barney's head come off
Yes.
in front of
Right.
me.
Well, I'm very, very, careful that none of these things happen. We're working with children.
It is
Can you
important.
imagine?
It is important.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's awful to scare a child that the head falls off. So, I want the kids to really believe that we are who we are. So that's very important to me that we're very careful and, nothing's showing. There's no skin. There's no hair. Once in a while there might be a hair that falls down or something, but we're very particular with the costumes and making sure that we're completely covered at all times.
Yeah. That's good. Very good.
So if you were looking for a head rolling off into the
that
party,
was definitely looking
No,
for a head rolling
I'm
off.
I
sorry.
was looking for something, man.
no, we're very
Too
careful.
professional.
But you know what though? It's good that no heads have ever fallen.
No,
That's
absolutely,
a good thing.
absolutely.
Absolutely.
Someone's saying that you're not normal.
What?
I kind of agree with them if you're not sweating at 95.
Oh yeah, no, I totally agree with that.
Yeah, Michelle
I'm
Markman
stuck
says
in
she's
my
not
head.
normal.
I'm
I knew
stuck
she
on
would say
this.
that.
Jen Rosner's agreeing with
Yes.
Michelle Markman that you are not normal.
That's a
Yes.
human built-in air conditioner is our sweat.
Right.
That's a question we get all the time. Are the suits air conditioning? And they are not.
They're not
Just-
because you don't
they're
sweat,
not.
so
No,
doesn't matter.
Gotcha.
No.
And Kyle Gresh is claiming that the Spider-Man is the best. So Kyle Gresh must be your boyfriend.
He is.
He's
And he's
I
Spider-Man.
gotcha. All right.
Yes.
It's all making sense now.
Yeah, right.
It's coming together.
Yeah, we're piecing together. We're
Right.
we're like inspectors or something, detectives. Maybe get it past us. We're quick ones here. So you're the mompreneur. I can't even say that. Mompreneur.
Yeah, that's my made-up word, I guess.
Mompreneur.
Mompreneur.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get that?
get it.
Entrepreneur and mom.
I get it.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's
I
a
didn't
whole
think I would
contest
explain.
every year that you can put 2 words together and make new words. It's like this new word contest. They just released the results a couple of weeks ago.
Do you know what the winner was? 'Cause
I don't remember.
Did you
There's a
see?
whole list. There's a whole list
Oh.
of words. But it's really good. I think like maybe Britannica or something puts this together. Some of the made up words are really, really good.
I like that.
So maybe you should
information.
submit
There you go.
mompreneur.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, before it gets out there,
made
and
a
someone
word.
else submits it and tries to take
Yeah.
your word. That would be terrible.
I'm gonna look that up. I'm gonna look up that. I'm gonna look up that competition. It's the made up word competition. You take 2 real words and you put them together, or you adjust the letters in a real word to make it something else, and you have to come up with a definition for it too. You create the word and the definition
My son
out of
has like
existing
10 of them.
words.
He has made up words and definitions that are for sure his own.
I'm gonna find it just because I'm super curious.
Do you want to know one of the things? I know that you're dying to know what one of my son's words are.
Go ahead, lay it on me.
Pompitude.
Okay,
Do you want to know what a pompitude is?
So this is exactly what I'm talking about. This is okay. So go ahead. What is it?
It is a person that their head is small
Mhm.
and their body's big.
Oh, okay.
That's a pompitude.
Interesting.
Okay. How did he come up with that? Don't know.
I don't know.
Interesting.
But I said he's got at least 10 of them that he's can't come up with throughout the years. And he's still working on words because he says weird things all the time. Which he gets from his dad, probably. But I try not to say weird things on the show.
I do, because it's interesting that way.
It
It's
is
the,
interesting.
It's the men's. It's called the Mensa Invitational. Washington Post's Mensa Invitational.
Man.
So you have a word that you should submit to the Mensa.
There you go.
All right.
Mompreneur.
Found it.
I'm going to have Nico enter that.
Yes,
For
man.
sure.
Why not?
Yeah. So cool.
Ask her about the Spider-Man on the fire ladder.
Who said that?
Danielle Marie, your daughter.
Okay. So we did an event called Aiden's Avengers, and it was for a little boy who passed from brain cancer, and we donated our time and our services to the event, and the fire trucks were there, and the fire trucks came over to me. I was in Catboy costume, which I'm not sure.
Catboy?
Catboy. It's from PJ Masks. Did you ever hear of them? So
I'm all about PJ Masks.
Yeah.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah, make
my
us watch
kids
them.
just aren't young enough for any of this stuff.
Yeah, that's newer.
So Catboy?
Not that
Catboy
new,
from
but-
PJ Masks I was,
Okay.
and my boyfriend Kyle was Spider-Man.
Okay.
And the fireman came up to me and said, "What do you think about going up on the fire truck?" And I'm like, "Well, if he don't do it, I'll do it." Meanwhile, I'm in full costume. He can kind of see because he's in a skin tight thing, and I wasn't sure he was going to do it, but he did it.
So Spider-Man
So-
scared of ladders
So
or something?
no, but I just wasn't sure he was going to.
Okay.
I wasn't sure
I was
if he was
getting
going
ready
to
to
take
say.
that risk because you are in costume, and
Right.
you know, I think I'm a little bit more daring than
You're more brave.
yeah, more brave. But he did it, and it was great, and we got some great shots, and the firemen loved it. The people around loved it. Yeah.
Awesome.
So.
He should have hung off with one hand. You know.
Shot a web.
Yeah.
And if you could, I mean, of course, if you could shoot the web, that would be even better. Can you shoot a web?
No, he pretends. Oh my god.
Does he walk around the house going, Spider-Man?
He loves it,
All right.
and he's great with the kids. So. Gosh.
Where do we go from here?
Anywhere.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. It's just a conversation, dude.
What's your?
Have we covered everything? Have we covered everything that you want to tell about your business?
No, of course not.
So I have a question for you. I have a
Sure.
question. So one of the things that we like to talk about on the cast at Glocker is, and we have some of these organizations come in. It seems like most of the businesses in this area, everybody that we have interviewed in one way, shape, or form, does something to give back to the community, where they have some charity or some organization that's near and dear to their heart that they help out. what would you say for birthday buddies? Is there an organization or a charity that you guys will always do something for, or try to give your money to, or support?
I mean, she kind of already touched on some of the
Did she?
things
I
that
was
she
a little
did.
bit busy, but
Yeah, so we have done several already.
Okay.
And, you know, probably definitely pediatric cancer
okay,
would be something that would be near and dear to my heart.
okay,
I would definitely, you know, give our services away to help, you know, where it's needed there.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay,
But we have done a few already, and I have a few more that are coming up that we're donating our services to.
okay.
Yeah.
What did you, now the pandemic had to have caused a problem for you, right? Because people aren't having parties, there's no big gatherings, all of this stuff, the stay-at-home orders, everything else. And I'm sure it's gotta be to this day that we're not doing as much partying. So what have you done to kind of shift gears to kind of overcome that?
Well, I didn't start until 2 months ago.
Yeah.
We just launched 2 months
okay,
ago.
okay.
We just launched
Like it was a 17-year-old. I mean, she did it
for 17
for
years
17
in,
years, but there
in
was a
Philadelphia.
pause in between.
But there was a pause in between.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
So in the past 2 months, obviously people are getting vaccinated, so
Right.
we're allowed to move around a little bit more.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you noticed a difference though? Like, do you think what feedback do you get from people about these events and parties based on what's happening in society?
So, great question. I think that the question I've heard more so than as far as COVID's concerned. I don't think I've heard that much about that. I've had a few moms asking me if people who worked for me are vaccinated, and the answer is yes, because this is all family and we're all vaccinated. So that's important to me. The other thing that's really important is that we're all moms or my daughters or nannies or somebody who has worked with children underneath the costumes, which is also important. But to answer your question about COVID, I think I've gotten more who's underneath the costume. I don't want some creep coming to my house.
Right.
Which I respect that question.
Yeah.
We don't know who's underneath the costume.
Right.
So again, these are our family members. Anybody that I do hire, I do a criminal background check. I ask for references, and that's very important to me.
Yeah.
So I think that.
That's important.
Now,
That-
is Spider-Man
that is
a dad? You talking a lot about moms.
So
is Spider-Man
so
a dad?
Spider-Man is not a dad,
No,
but
he's not.
but he's an uncle, and he's
Okay.
amazing with children.
All right.
Yes, he's amazing with children. If I could be Spider-Man and get away with it, I would.
You would do
I
it.
would do it, but I wouldn't be able to do that. So Spider-Man does a great job, and again, he is the only male that works for Birthday Buddies. And not that I wouldn't hire others, but again, it's very important to me that they are criminal background check, and we're
Sure.
checking references and
Right.
all of that.
So you're trying to make it as safe as you possibly can, and you've got your vaccinations, which it's good. I don't want to get political. Unfortunately, vaccinations are now political, but
Right.
I got mine.
Right.
Because when I go into people's homes to talk to them about selling their house, I want to feel confident that I'm not making somebody not at ease or feel unsafe.
Right.
So I got mine so that I can go into people's houses.
Sure.
And when they ask me, I can honestly say, yeah, I'm vaccinated.
Absolutely.
I'm doing what I think I need to do to keep myself and other people around me safe. So that's a good thing, right?
Right.
I think that's good.
Absolutely.
So, you're trying to do the best that you can. I was just curious about that because obviously we've talked to people from the theater on this show, and they were having a hard time getting people back in. But we've talked to people who own restaurants and a lot of different businesses that rely on crowds coming in. And, over the past now almost 2 years, everybody's been more and more safe about crowds. So
Right.
I was just curious to see how the party scene has been affected.
Party scene.
Right.
Right.
And I think that's
And
why.
think about it too.
Yeah.
I'm not to cut you
Sure.
off, but kids, there's no vaccine for kids.
No, right? Yeah.
Right.
So it's
So-
more important than.
I didn't mean to.
Even more important. Yeah.
I was just going to say that's what's good about what we do, because we're coming into people's homes and you're not going to a big place, getting a hall or a sportsplex or something like that, where
Like
there's
Chuck E.
where
Cheese's,
there's
I can't even understand.
Right.
Like, no, I'm not trying to put down Chuck E. Cheese's, but
No, I'm not either. But
That's-
the same thing for like Disney World. If you go to Disney World or
We
one
did
of the,
Disney over the
you
week.
do one of the amusement parks, the characters are walking around. But during the course of a day, how many people does a Disney character?
the characters aren't.
They're not going.
They're
around.
walking around, but they're not touching people.
Oh, okay.
right, and
Yeah,
most of them
Disney's
have masks on as well.
extremely cautious
Is it?
about everything.
All right.
Yeah, and most people have masks on as well too.
Okay.
And that's another thing that we do offer people when we do a birthday party. Like, we're going to be doing a birthday party this weekend with my face painter, which is my daughter, and I will, when I call to confirm it, I will ask mask or no mask. You know,
Right.
it's up to them if how they want to
Cool.
proceed. You know, just like you guys asked me.
Right.
So that's important as well. So we try to be safe.
Yeah, I mean, just personally, like now that I'm vaccinated and everything, I only wear the mask in places where I have to, or when I'm around people who would prefer that I do.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
Sure.
I'm going to trust science, right? I
Right.
got the vaccine. We now kind of know what we have to do to keep ourselves safe, so I do that.
Right.
And
Absolutely.
yeah. All right.
Absolutely.
Yes, Jeff.
Nothing.
I've kind of hijacked your interview.
No. It's your interview too. We're co-hosts.
Okay.
Yeah. So you're going to be at Wilcox Farm this weekend, right?
Yep. Wilcox Farm on Saturday from 1 to 2. And Spider-Man is going to be there, and Poppy from the Troll movie, Princess Poppy.
Yeah.
Princess Poppy from the Troll movie.
No idea.
And
I'll be honest, Matt,
I'm completely out of this
I'll be honest with you.
conversation.
Even when the kids grow up,
Yeah.
I'm still gonna watch kids movies.
Are you
right?
really?
Yeah, because they're good. They're so good these days.
Absolutely.
They really are good.
Yeah, some of them are. I just don't keep up with any of that
Yeah.
stuff. I feel like left out of the loop. But how old's your daughter? Your daughter's younger than
She's
you.
9.
Yeah, so you're still kind of in that. But in the next couple of years, she's not gonna. You know, by the time she's like 10 or like in the next 2 years, she's gonna be like.
She's already.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
But not to like movies like that. But
Okay.
me.
Well, to you for sure. By the
What
time
did she
she's
say to
13,
me?
she doesn't even want you around, dude. Just drop me off the corner, dude. I'll walk
Right.
the rest of the way.
But my wife's a high school teacher, as you know.
Right.
Okay.
And she says that, you know, she knows even before we had kids, she would know all the big kids movies because all of our high schoolers would watch the kids movies because they're so good. They really are.
I will tell you that at Oktoberfest that we did in downtown Boyertown, the teenagers loved Chase from Paw Patrol just as much as the 2 and 3-year-olds.
It's been around.
It's
enough,
been around a while,
Mhm.
and they loved it. They got lots of pictures. I mean, you know, the characters make the kid come out of everybody.
Yeah.
They really do. But what was your question? You asked about.
I don't think we had
talking.
I think we're just talking about Wilcox Farm.
Oh, right. So Wilcox Farm, we're going to be there on Saturday from 1 to 2 with Spider-Man and Poppy from the Troll movie, and also we're going to be doing face painting. We're going to be doing the cheek face painting this time, not the full faces,
Okay.
because we're probably going to have a big turnout.
Yeah, so you have to be quicker.
Have to be quick.
Yeah.
So
Right on.
yeah.
I just put a link up to Wilcox Family Farm in the comments, so
Okay.
if people want to shoot over to their webpage and learn more about what's going on this weekend, they'll be able to do that
Oh,
by
great.
scrolling back through the comments.
Yeah,
Great,
and I
that's
was
great.
saying earlier to Debbie, I was there with our kids this past weekend. Man, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
The corn maze. They have a big playground area as well, and they have their farm stand there.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of stuff to do
And it's an
for
iconic,
adults, kids.
Right.
I mean, everything, every
Right.
age group.
It's iconic business in Boyertown. I mean, I remember going to Wilcox when I was a little kid.
Yeah.
You know, if you grew up in this area, you certainly made at least one trip to Wilcox during the spring.
Do you want to get? Because you probably don't know off the top of your head. I don't think. But does anybody want to guess how long the corn maze is? Like, the distance.
like
If you straightened it out into one line, how?
Do you know the answer?
I do know the answer.
I have no idea. It's big. I know that.
4 miles.
Okay. Do you want to guess?
5.5.
8 miles.
What?
Whoa.
8 miles. So that's if you did the corn maze exactly the right way.
So
Wow.
the path to freedom.
Well, I don't know if it's the
maze?
path of freedom. I guess
Or
all the maze. I think all
I
the
was
maze.
gonna say, man, that's an 8-mile walk to get out of that thing. Some people are pissed, dude.
But it's broke up.
You gotta be in
the
shape.
cool thing that they do, that they break it up. They have it in 3 pieces, so you don't have to do the whole 8 miles. You know, you can do. There's a bigger one. You can do the smaller one, and then the smallest one, or you can do all 3 of them. So it's pretty cool.
Debbie, everybody loves Debbie.
Everybody loves Debby.
Buddies painted faces at Healthy Kids Running Series and are on our Animal Theme Day. The kids love it. That's Jenna Schatz from Healthy Kids Running Series.
Thanks, Jenna.
Her husband was on the show.
He
Jeff.
was. Jeff, yeah.
You can see our past episodes over on YouTube.
Yeah.
Glocker Realty and Insurance.
They're great people.
Yeah. Cassia, I'm going to crush this. Cassia Paradis.
Okay.
Paradis.
Yeah.
Awesome job, Debbie. Dave Grash. Well, Dave Grash, come on. He said great job about 500 times. He's really, he did something he wasn't supposed
That's
to.
my boyfriend's
I know.
father.
Oh, is it? Oh, I thought maybe it was your boyfriend.
No, that's my
And he
boyfriend's
was
father.
cruising for some brownie points because he forgot to put dinner in the oven or something. John Holmes Rossner. Her bro is proud of her.
Aw.
Jen Holmes.
Yeah.
Jen Holmes Rossner. Diane Schusler, proud of you, Deb, for relaunching your business. Wishing you the best of luck.
Oh, so sweet.
You're such a popular person.
Well, you got a great personality. I can tell from just from
Oh, thank you.
meeting you for the last
Well,
hour or
I
whatever.
feel like I'm a big kid myself, so
Yeah.
you know that's why I do what I do.
And you got anything else there, Matt?
Nope, that's it, man. That's it. I'm up to date on the comments. Keep the comments coming. It does really help people find the show. I
Great.
shared the show over to Birthday Buddies. I shared it to Matt Green at Glocker Real Estate. It's been shared 6 times now. So if you want to help Debbie, and if you want to help us here at Glocker Realty Insurance, hit that share button. And it's going to ask you to share it to your page or to a group that you're a part of. Please do that. It helps us get the word out about what is going on in and around Boyertown. And it helps us spread the message and support small business. Because
That's
that's what
Debbie's
we are
message.
here to do.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, Debbie's going to stay with us, but I think it's probably time to venture on to Ask the Realtor, I think.
Sure.
Yeah. And Debbie, you just interact whenever you want.
Sure.
Just shout it out.
Okay.
Okay?
There's a no
And-
fair question, so I'm gonna say no fair. You can't say who's your favorite daughter unless you were the
That is a no fair
unless
question.
you were the only daughter.
Yeah.
You can't answer that
No.
question.
Uh-uh.
No mom or dad wants to hear who's your favorite kid because guess what? There isn't one.
There is.
There is no favorite kid.
Absolutely not.
That's unfair.
Right.
Somebody just wants to start a fight with their sibling.
Did somebody
I told
did she
you I
say
was
that?
favorite.
Yeah.
It's probably Danielle.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
So each week when we're here at the office, what we do is we put out there since Matt and I are realtors, and we get hit with questions all the time. We figured, hey, ask us a question,
Sure.
put a comment in there, say, hey, we put out a message saying if you have a question, put it here, and we choose one of those questions and we say it on the air, and then the person who we read the question off.
You're hacking this.
I'm
up,
hacking
like,
it.
really bad.
You do it, yeah.
So
Start.
on the days that we have a home game,
Yes.
when the days that we're shooting here at
Yes.
Glocker Real Estate, right? On Tuesday, preceding that show, the Tuesday before our home game,
Yeah.
there's a post that goes up. It says "Ask a Realtor."
Mhm.
If I had my equipment running, I'd show you what the post looks like, but I don't. It says "Ask a Realtor." You ask any question that you ever
This
wanted
sounds
to
much
ask
better than what I was just saying.
about a real estate or a realtor. Ask any question. If we answer your question on air, you get the gift card. All questions are
$10
answered.
Wawa gift card.
All questions are answered.
Yes.
But the one we answer on the air gets a $10 gift card.
Yes.
All you have to do is ask a question.
Okay.
That's it.
That was better.
Thank you.
Well, hold on a second. So I have to ask,
Yeah.
because when I moved up here, I was really surprised to see which home game were you talking about? Because
Home game here, like when we're playing our podcast
Oh.
here at
Yeah.
home on home.
Oh,
Because
okay.
we'll actually
I-
go to businesses and we'll go to.
Sometimes we take the show on the road.
Yeah.
If
Okay.
we're on the road, we don't do Ask a Realtor.
okay, I'm
If
thinking
we're having-
football.
Yeah, if we're playing the
At
Ask
home,
the
yeah.
Glocker home,
Gotcha.
Yeah.
then we do Ask a Realtor.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
It's a good question.
He was using lingo.
Okay.
I like lingo because it keeps people.
See, she was
listening.
following me better because
Well, I like lingo. I like lingo because it makes people focus in on what I'm saying, and then they ask questions. They're like, "What did that guy just say?" And then they listen longer to see if they can figure it out. There's a method to my man.
Of course. So, this week, Casey Schock asked a question, and a very good one. She said, "What is a day in the life of a realtor like?" I can't imagine how many hours realtors put into their job. So, first of all, I'm surprised that she, I think the perception is out there
That we don't do it.
that we don't do anything. Yeah.
Oh my
I mean, to the people, not to our clients and stuff like
Friends
that.
and families
Which
or our
is
clients.
Just
In the-
people in general, they're like, oh, what do you do? They
You
show
You
them
just
a
go on
house.
some showings.
Yeah,
You just
yeah.
go on some
Yeah.
showings.
Because you watch HGTV, they show you 3 houses, they present it, and then you pick one, and the next thing you know, the people are living there.
Right. They skip all the stuff.
Yeah.
HGTV does make it look like super easy.
Yes,
Super.
and like a glorious job. I mean, not that I love my job. You love
Right.
your job.
I
know
do,
you
I do.
Yeah. But that's a good question. So look,
And I like the realtors. The realtors on HGTV are always dressed up, and they always have like nice suits and clothes
Yeah.
on and everything.
I dress up though.
Do you?
I do.
So here's my story about dressing up.
Okay.
Right, I just got into real estate.
I don't
right?
I just want to put that out there.
I've
but I
never
dress nice.
I have never worn a suit except for my
I
picture,
never have either.
which I don't even use that picture anymore because I don't even look like that.
I don't even know if I ever wore a suit in my picture. I did. Yeah.
I wore a suit in my picture. It was probably the last time I even wore a suit. So that's fake.
You don't
right
wear a
off the
suit
bat.
to a wedding?
I haven't been to a wedding.
Oh, okay.
So I haven't been to a wedding. And the last wedding I went to was casual thing. I wore shorts and a button down shirt.
That's a cool wedding. Were
So-
you on the beach or something?
Up in the mountains.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Was it one of those hillbilly weddings?
it was a kind of a hillbilly
Nice.
wedding. Yeah, it was kind of a hillbilly
It
wedding.
wasn't in a firehouse though, was it?
No, it was on a farm.
Man, if it was a
and an
firehouse
Indian shaman
in the
married
mountains.
them.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, dude, it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. But we're
Wait a minute, there's
segueing-
Indian hillbillies?
They got married by a Mohawk Indian.
Oh, Native American.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cool.
So anyway, I retire from law enforcement. I get into real estate, and I dressed up, and it was like one of the first houses that I'm looking at with some of my clients, and it wasn't a really expensive house. It was kind of not a nice house.
Mhm.
It was an investment property, right?
A little shabby.
A little shabby.
Yeah.
I'm going down the basement. We're going into the basement to look at the heater and the electric and all this stuff. And there's a nail sticking out of the side of the wall. And it caught my brand new $50 pair of khakis and it ripped the whole leg open from my pocket all the way down to the knee. Not on the seam either. It wasn't
Yeah.
like it opened the seam
Yeah,
up and
yeah.
I'll just take it to the tailor. Nope, right through the fabric.
Done.
I never dressed up after that again. Never. I was like, what?
Yeah. No, I always feel
So
like,
that's that was the day in my life, that day. So
Here-
if you
yeah.
be prepared to go into places and into situations where HGTV doesn't show you.
Yeah, I'm going to say this. Okay, so I looked at this question and I'm like, okay, I know what my day. A lot of it involves computer. In this day and age, a lot of it's the computer. I
And
mean, whether you're
apps.
sending emails, texts, whatever, or you're doing paperwork, filling out documents, sending them, whatever it is. just messaging people, whatever, a lot of it takes place on the computer. Of course, showings, you're out at the houses and stuff like that. But I remember, and I've been doing this for 12 years now, and I remember prior to doing this, when I was thinking about, hey, I think I'm gonna become a realtor, and we talked about that the last show, like why we did it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get into that, but I think my image of what my job was gonna be is completely, I don't know about completely, but very different than what it actually was. Which, and again, I love my job, and I think I maybe even had the HGTV perception
Kind of
of
image.
it.
Yeah.
Maybe. And it's definitely not that.
No.
But I really enjoy it because there is so much involved. It's not so simple. And if it was so simple, I think I'd be extremely bored, and I think I would have been on to something else at this point. But I think that the fact that things change all the time with the business,
Yeah.
and interacting with people, you get different clients need different things. There's always something changing that I think keeps my mind focused enough that that's why I think I love it.
Yeah, there's definitely more desk time than I thought there was going to be. Like, I definitely sit at a desk for many more hours than I kind of had hoped or wanted to.
Yeah.
But I do like the fact that you are getting out and about.
Yeah.
And it's never the same day. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So the day in a life it's not the same day. That's a key thing.
It's not.
Every day's different.
Every day's different. Every sale is different. There's different issues or questions or nuances that come up on
Or
every
problems.
different sale.
Yeah.
Well, problems. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a lot of problems. Lately, I've had a lot of problems on my sales for one thing or another. And if you want to be good at being a real estate
You fix the problems.
agent, yes, or you ask another professional how to fix the problem. Like, I don't ever want to sit in front of a client, whether I'm selling the house or helping the buyer buy the house. I don't ever want to have to sit in front of my client and say, I don't know.
And just shrug. Well, you can
Just
say I don't know.
I can.
But I will find out.
Right.
Follow.
And that's the thing.
Yeah.
Just I don't know, and shrug my shoulders, and
Yeah.
right. That's not. It's not my personality. It's not who I am. So I constantly want to be learning what the challenges are, what the problems are, what the issues are, and that's one of the things that I like about it. Stimulates me.
Yeah.
Is because there's always something new to learn.
Always something different, right? Yeah.
And I also like the networking with the other professionals that we work with. You know what I mean? The lenders, the title agents, the attorneys sometimes that we have to work with. You can learn a lot.
And you're putting that whole group together and kind of keeping them.
You're making a
everybody
team.
together. Yeah.
You're making
yeah.
a team.
Yeah.
And that's what I like about it. And obviously the paperwork gets dry, filing paperwork, it's not fun. But if you don't do that stuff, you're never going to get your client to the settlement table.
Yeah.
If you blow off the paperwork, if you blow off that kind of stuff, if you just shrug your shoulders, I just want to go on some showings. I think if you're the kind of person or kind of agent that just wants to go on some showings, you should probably join some real estate team someplace.
Yeah.
I'm not joking. And just be a showing agent. If all you want to do is open the door and show people houses, join a real estate team where you're the showing agent. But if you really want to get into it, know right off the bat that you're going to spend hours learning every aspect of the job.
And I think and I agree with you, Matt. And I think the one thing we can finish this off with, I think, is, and I know that you'll agree with me on this, is that I think the one thing you have to be aware of is that you're dealing with people's lives and their livelihood. Yeah. This is an incredible amount of money that people are putting out. It's not 1 year's earnings, it's several years' earnings.
30 years worth of earnings, right?
Yeah, exactly.
30-year mortgage.
30-year mortgage. So yeah. So always be aware of that, and I think you'll do good, and so day in a life realtor, it's different every day. And
be prepared to learn.
Yeah.
Just be prepared to learn.
Yeah. So thank you, Casey Schock. she got a $10 Wawa gift card, and
For asking a question.
for asking a question. Simple question. Yeah.
It was a good one, too.
Nice.
It was a good one. I liked it. When
I've had in the past 2 weeks, I've had more 12 and 14-hour days than anything else. Starting
Yeah.
at 7:30 in the morning and not ending
I
until
mean,
7:30.
with
or
the
8
way the
o'clock.
real estate is right now, it's the days are much longer than sometimes they normally are.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah. So that's that.
What
So,
else is
Matt,
going on? We have some other stuff that we have to talk about, dude. I think we have to
Yeah,
talk about
so-
what's going down in Boyertown.
We do.
I'm
we
looking
do.
around because there was
a thing right here. I know. I'm looking around too.
Ah, the Halloween.
I found it.
So let's talk about that real quick before I get into what's going down in Boyertown, because this is what's going down in Boyertown. So from now, actually for the whole month of October, but from now until October 31st, you can come into the Glocker office with your children dressed up, and they can go trick or treating, and they can get candy at any time.
Oh, is that what
That
that
while
is
we're
for?
open, yeah.
Oh, I've been
Yeah.
hammering that
I know
candy.
you have been.
You better get your kids in here because Matt Green's been eating that candy.
I had a settlement today, and what did everybody do after settlement? They went right to the
Right to
candy
the
bowl.
candy
I
jar?
swear to you, it was funny. But yeah, so come in with your kids, dressed up at any time this whole month, and we're open from 9 to 5 every day, Monday through
Gotcha.
Friday. And bring your kids in and get some candy, get some trick or treating in
Before I eat it all.
before Matt eats it all.
The Twizzlers, I cannot stay away from those things, man. The little
my
snack pack Twizzlers, the ones that stick to your teeth.
That's
so
what I.
bad.
That's
Oh,
what I.
love
That's
it.
what I took on my way out today.
Ah,
They're
dude.
my favorite.
And if some Kit Kats show up, forget about it.
You know what's the worst Twizzlers? The cherry flavor.
Oh,
They
I love
sneak
those.
that in. You like it?
I love them.
Nah, they sneak
That's
in.
my
the
favorite flavor.
No,
The
strawberry.
strawberry's good too, but I like
Strawberry's
the
the
cherry.
original.
I know, but I like the
You like
cherry
the cherry?
ones. Cherry pulling pills,
I
dude.
like the black.
When I go trick or treating this year, I'll
Bring 'em.
pass all the cherries off. to
Bring
you.
'em.
Okay.
Bring them.
All right. So anyway, yep.
I'll
come
dress
in.
up like a cherry Twizzler for birthday buddies.
There you go.
I got all my clearances, so I'm good to go.
So what you want to know? What's going down in Boyertown?
Yes, please.
I will tell you. It's the Boyertown Halloween Parade this
What day?
weekend. It
What
is
day is it?
Saturday.
Saturday.
Okay.
And I mean, we missed last year because of the pandemic. So it's back this year, and I think everybody's excited about that. I mean, I know. How long have you lived there?
2 years.
2 years is probably long enough to know that everybody around here loves the Boyertown Halloween
Yes.
Parade. And have you been to the Boyertown?
I have not.
Okay, it's the longest
Wasn't
parade
here
you'll ever
last
sit
year.
through in your life.
Right.
But
She's
it's
got
entertaining.
plenty of costumes, though.
Yeah.
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 Are you doing anything?
We're not participating this
Okay.
year. No.
But yeah, I mean, the last time we were there was 2019. It was a 2-hour parade.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Holy.
Yeah. It's no joke of a
we're
parade.
definitely
What
gonna
time
go.
is it this year?
7 o'clock.
Okay, because the Pottstown Halloween Parade, which is another big one, not as big as Boyertown, but tons of people come to the Pottstown Parade
Sure.
too. That's in the afternoon on Saturday.
Is it? Okay.
So theoretically, you could go to the Pottstown Parade in the afternoon and then the Boyertown Parade at night.
And why wouldn't you?
You could parade all day long.
Why not? So that's a good point you bring up. So if you go to jeffknowsboyertown.com,
Right.
Parade.
I have a blog, What's Going Down in Boyertown, which
Right.
we're discussing right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I will have a list of all the parades in the area.
All of them.
All of them coming up. So if you want to do all the parades, you can do them all.
Nice.
Yeah. So, but definitely have to do the Boyertown Parade this year. 7 o'clock normal time. WRFY, which is 102.5, will be doing the MC for the parade.
Yeah, they're out at Reading.
Yeah. And it's going to be exciting, just as always. And I'm hoping personally for the Flaming Hearse.
I heard about that.
You heard about the Flaming
I
Hearse?
heard about the Flaming Hearse. They
The
say
Flaming-
that's the best part of the parade.
It wasn't there in 2019.
No, it
My
was in
kids were
Pottstown.
disappointed.
It was in Pottstown.
Was
It
it?
came to that one, yeah.
I think I think there was some kind of reason. Like I found out afterwards why it wasn't
Okay.
there, but there was some kind of reason.
All
so
right.
I'm hoping that it will be back this year.
Yeah,
Because-
my friends from Pottstown, Ray and Micah Morey, and they owned a plumbing company called Drainmen Plumbing.
Mhm.
They marched as superheroes with the flaming hearse.
Do you know where that flaming hearse comes from?
I have no idea.
I was trying to find it today, and I was Googling. I Googled my heart out today, and I could not
You
figure
couldn't
out where
find it.
that flaming hearse comes
I
from.
was just going to try to Google, but if you did it, then it's not worth
It might
doing.
just come from.
What
I
I
don't know.
did do, Jeff, though, is I
Yeah.
Googled Jeff Knows Boyertown, and
Yeah.
guess what came up? Your website popped right up, so
Awesome.
I put it in the comments.
Awesome.
People can click right over to it.
Awesome. And so that is 7:00 this Saturday. Lots of fun. I will have some warm cider
Mm-hmm.
that I will be drinking during the
With a little something.
yeah.
Little Sailor Jerry's or
Yeah,
something.
something like that.
Nice.
You gotta stay warm somehow, right? It's going to
Got to.
be a nice cool night.
Is it going to be cold?
It is going to be.
supposed to be.
Yep. It's
Okay.
going to be in the. I don't know what the temperature at night, but the day's only going to be.
And it's
60
this
something.
Saturday.
This Saturday. Yep.
I'm going to put a link up for another event that's happening on Saturday in Pottstown, and I
Okay.
hope some people will.
And what's that event?
The Edgewood Cemetery, which is
Yeah.
a historic cemetery in Pottstown.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's abandoned. So the community comes together a couple of times a year to help clean up the cemetery and maintain
Oh,
it.
no one maintains that cemetery.
No, the company that used
That's
to
not
take
followed.
care
It's not. There's no church attached or anything
no,
like that.
it's completely
Wow.
abandoned cemetery. So there's a nonprofit organization that helps take care of the cemetery, and twice a year they have cleanup days. The cleanup day is Saturday morning into the afternoon, and it's right along the parade route. So really, you could go help it clean up at Edgewood Cemetery, which is kind of holiday themed.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Holiday
Yeah.
themed. Then you could watch the parade in Pottstown, and then when you were done all that, you come up and get yourself some more candy here in Boyertown.
Yeah.
So I did promise the people from Edgewood Cemetery that I would talk about this on the show.
No, that's
And
really.
I'll put a link up to it in case someone is interested.
I mean, respect to the dead.
It's one of the things we're supposed to do.
Exactly.
Regardless of what religion you believe in,
You respect
every
the dead.
single religion has one of their tenets is taking care of dead people.
Of course.
Right.
Of course, for sure. So that's that, and then I just paused for a second.
I'm sorry.
That was a
yeah. Segue.
I don't know what that was. That was not a segue. That was a weird pause. So beyond the parade that's happening this Saturday, there's some other cool stuff happening in and around town, and one of the coolest things, which I would love to do, but I don't think we're going to get to it this year, the Zombie Invasion Rail Bike Laser Tag Hunt. Did you get all that? Zombie Invasion.
Rail bike laser hunt.
Yeah. So you're on the bikes, the rail. You know what the rail bikes
Yes,
are?
on
On the Cobrookdale
Yep.
Railroad.
Mhm.
So you're on the rail bikes. You have your laser tag unit here, and you have a gun, and you're going to go down the track, and there's going to be zombies coming
Zombies
out, and you're
coming
trying to zap them all.
Oh, fun.
That sounds
It's like
awesome.
laser
dude.
tag, yeah.
I love it.
Laser
But on
tag
rail
on
bikes
bikes?
and on a train, I mean on
Oh
a train tracks, and at nightish.
Night
They come
ish.
up with
Yeah,
this small
because
town.
it's like 5:30 and 6:30. So 6:30 is
Okay.
pretty much night, I think. Now at this
Yeah,
point.
it's getting darker earlier and earlier.
It is. Also with that, the Cobrookdale Railroad, they're doing all sorts of stuff. You got to go on their website, and or you come to jeffknowsboyertown.com. What's going down in Boyertown? I have everything listed, but they have all sorts of excursions going on. But I thought I also wanted to point out the Erie Limited Ghost Train. So they're doing a ghost train, but they're only doing it, I think, this Saturday, and I think next Saturday is
Where's
the only
this?
ones in Cobrookdale Railroad.
Oh, okay.
So I think that you go in there and they tell you ghost stories of the area as you travel down the tracks at night.
Fun.
Yeah, I did it a few years ago, and it was really a lot of fun. It was really cool. just me and my wife went.
Did the Christmas one? That was a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
definitely cool too. In Pike Township, at the Pike Township Sportsman Association, they're doing a haunted hike in Pikeville. They did this last year too. What they kind of break it down into two pieces. Earlier in the night, they do some kind of ghost walk with kids. So it's a totally kid friendly ghost walk that they get to go through, and they get candy and all that stuff. And then later on at night, they switch it over to you walk up the mountain, and it's for like the adults and older kids and stuff like that, where I guess it's kind of like a scary hike up the mountain.
Where is this? Which mountain is this?
This is Pike Township Sportsman.
Oh, okay, yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So they're doing that Friday and Saturday.
I think there's probably some scary dudes up there just on a normal, regular basis.
Probably, for sure. Peppermint's the candy store.
I'm making a joke, people. I don't want to offend anybody from Pikeville Sportsman's Club.
People do get offended. Too easy.
I know, too easy. I'm a sportsman too. I know that I scare people sometimes. That's my disclaimer on that joke.
So the Peppermint Stick Candy Store, which we had on.
Yeah, that was a good show.
Yeah. From 6 to 8 on Friday, they're having Friday Fright Night. So it's every Friday in October they're doing this. And you come in and they have it set up all scary and everything, but not too scary. It's for the kids, you know?
Right.
Can I chime in there?
Sure.
Okay, so Rachel, she's amazing at the
She is
Peppermint Stick.
amazing. We agree.
So she has agreed to have my grand opening at the candy store.
Okay.
So nothing better than characters, candy, and kids, right?
Yeah.
So I'm not sure when that's going to be yet, but it's definitely going to be at the Peppermint Stick.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's a good combination.
Yes, absolutely.
I think I might have to be there for that.
Yes, fun.
I'm not going to bring my kids or anything, just me.
It'll be
Just
lots
Just
of
me,
fun.
yeah.
It'll be lots of fun.
Check to see if they have any cherry licorice for me.
They do.
Pick some up.
They do.
I'll
All
get you
flavors.
some.
Cherry, grape, black.
You know what they have?
Great.
I
You know
like
what
the
they
black
have?
the best.
Oh,
I'm,
they
have-
I'm a licorice fan, yes.
They had the
Yeah.
rope or the string or whatever.
Yes,
strings,
yes, the
that's
string.
even better.
I love it. And the grape is the best.
I
do
it's
agree.
crazy. Like
Yeah.
the grape Jolly Ranchers,
Chocolate.
the grape. No.
No?
I like
you gotta
chocolate
keep chocolate
licorice.
to chocolate. You know? Don't put it
You know
in
what I
licorice.
don't like? I don't like black licorice. But you know what I do
Oh,
like?
that's
it.
my favorite.
But you know what I do like? And maybe you'll agree with me on this? Mike and Ike's.
I like Mike and I like any of
I
this.
love
I
Mike
don't.
and Ike's.
I'm not a chocolate fan, but I'm into all of the old candies like Dots, Mike and Ike's, Fun Dip. You remember those?
Yes.
These are
I
80s
like the
candies.
dots.
They're
I like
80s, but my
dots.
kids do Fun Dip all the time. It's still extremely
I guess it's
popular.
come back. It's definitely come back.
I mean, it's sugar
Tangy
with
Taffy,
a sugar stick. I mean, it's
Yes.
crazy.
Wacky Taffy.
Wacky Taffy.
Oh, that's so good.
That's
Yeah.
still huge.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm into all
Now
that.
and laters.
Yeah, they're the best.
No, I like now and laters, yeah.
Sprees, remember Sprees?
Yes.
Very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sprees I only see at Halloween for some reason.
Really? They're
Yeah.
probably in some kind of like mixed bag.
Mixed bag,
Halloween
yeah.
candy or something.
That's right.
Yes, you're probably right.
Yeah, I used to eat those.
I love the Sprees.
The runts.
The runs are good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be raiding some bags. All my kids, I don't even know my
I
kids.
know. Now you just have to like steal little
I'll
kids'
have to-
bags
yeah.
on the
How old are your
street.
kids?
17, 18, and 19. So
Oh,
like,
okay.
I don't
So
think
they're- yeah.
I don't think anybody's going trick or treating.
Right. Yeah, they're probably doing parties at this time.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to.
Yeah.
I'll find out what they did.
Okay, so we talked Friday nights. I want to mention Abby's Pumpkins because that's our boss.
Oh yeah, sure.
That's our boss man. That's in Perkinville. It's another corn maze.
Oh, okay.
I'm not going to say competing with Wilcox because there's enough to go around.
Right, absolutely.
Just like
sure.
we don't compete with the other realtors around.
Oh, I do. I'm not even gonna try to pretend, Jeff. I'm in serious competition.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
I'm not.
I am.
I think there's plenty enough to go around.
I'm
As long as I'm getting my piece.
I'm way
I'm
too
good.
competitive to say I'm not in competition with other real estate agents.
I'd be in competition with bad real estate agents, but I appreciate good real estate
Okay.
agents.
All right. No, I do too. I
Yeah.
do too.
All right.
I just put the link to Abby's Pumpkins up in the comments.
Okay,
so
cool.
You can find that too.
Yeah, so Abby and you know what they do at Abby's Pumpkins, which is I know they don't do anywhere else, and they blast off pumpkins out of a pumpkin cannon. Pumpkins
That's
like this
fun.
size, they put in this pumpkin cannon, fill it with gas,
That's
blast
fun.
it off in this guy 200 feet at least. I would
Oh
say.
yeah, those things take off.
It's
Yeah.
That's
crazy.
different. Yeah.
Right?
And you can shoot apples.
Yeah.
He's got the apple slingshot.
Yeah, I don't know
We're
about
not bobbing for apples, we're shooting apples.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes, big huge slingshots where you walk back and you bam, you shoot them. My kids love that. I love it. But
Yes. Shoot plenty of apples out in that field.
yeah.
Put a lot of them out there.
So we're personally going this. Where are we going? Sunday.
Sunday.
Yeah. But yep. So that's Abby's Pumpkins in Perfuminville. As we mentioned, you're going to be at Wilcox Farm from 1 to 2 on Saturday.
Yes.
So that's Poppy and Superman are going to be there.
Spider-Man.
What did I say? Poppy and what?
You said
Superman.
You said
Oh, yeah,
Superman.
Spider-Man.
So yeah, Poppy, Spider-Man, and face painting.
Awesome.
Yes.
Awesome.
It's gonna be
So
a
that's
fun day.
at Wilcox Farm, 1 to 2, and that's Birthday Buddies.
Yes.
I found all of these places super easy, Jeff. I went on to Google and I just typed the name of what you were saying into Google,
Uh-huh.
and guess what? It came right up.
Uh-huh.
So if anybody's struggling on where any of these places are, just Google the name. You'll find it.
Or go to Jeff Knows Boytown.
Or go to Jeff Knows Boyertown. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
That's a nah. I'm just joking.
Google Jeff Knows Boyertown, which I did also Google, and it came right up too. And I put a link in the comments.
So also, where are we at? Ridgewood Winery, Daffodil Hill, and
We were there.
yeah, in Bechtelsville. There, they're doing a arts and crafts thing. Build a scarecrow this Saturday from 2 to 3:30. So of course that includes drinking wine, right? So
Sure.
you're building a scarecrow, drinking wine.
Drink some wine.
What could go wrong?
So you have some Halloween decorations, and you get to
Maybe they'll pair a wine with your Halloween candy. Maybe they'll know
cherry
exactly
Twizzlers.
what
Twizzlers,
wine to drink with your sprees.
I think sprees go with anything.
You
Oh.
think?
Yeah, you can just plop it in.
Oh, sure, right.
You're right.
Oh my gosh.
So we got the Boyertown Halloween Parade on Saturday at 7 o'clock, and then the unofficial Halloween Parade after party is at Izzy's on 3rd. They're having Jello shots and all sorts of things, but that's they're calling it the unofficial unofficial Halloween Parade after party. Yep.
I went to Izzy's a few weeks ago for dinner for the first time since it's in its new configuration.
Yes.
Yeah, had a good time.
I went there. I'd say probably about a month ago or so. Sorry. And I'm like sitting back. I had the whole family there. We're out on the deck, and it was really good.
Me too.
The food was really good. I had a great
Watching the Eagles game
time.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah. I think 3 weeks ago.
good time. Good
The
time.
Boyertown institution.
And
Not much too.
I really like the.
Two around here. So.
Well, there's more than there was in the
Oh,
past.
that's
Let's put it that way.
That's for sure. Izzy's and I'm not trying to put Izzy's down at all because
Yeah,
I think this is a positive thing I'm saying.
their nachos are good.
But Izzy's back in the day was just the inside part, and I'm so glad they built that outside part because it was almost so claustrophobic in that inside part. I know people probably love that,
Especially if it got crowded. And
but
stuff.
yeah, I of course I visited Izzy's growing up, and but it was always very tight.
Yes.
And so that outside part, I'm
It's nice.
so happy to get.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really nice. So you have a choice. You can be claustrophobic or not claustrophobic.
We sat inside the night that I went there.
Did you
There
really?
wasn't a lot of people there. It was like.
I think they
it was
expanded that
earlier.
area a little bit, didn't they?
It seemed to me to be bigger than it seemed bigger than what I remember.
Yeah.
But whatever.
I mean, you can only make the walls go out so far, you know.
It's been so long since I was there.
And then last of all, I want to always put a shout out to State Theater. They are showing Dune this Friday.
A new one or the original one?
A new one.
Okay.
I thought it was a remake or something.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's really getting a lot of good hype, I think.
Is it?
I think so.
Because
yeah.
the original Dune was like a
good.
3-hour movie, man. You'd want to.
I don't know what the length of this is.
Yeah.
What's Dune? I never heard of
Dune? It's like a sci-fi movie.
It's still a sci-fi movie.
It's
for
from
sure.
the 80s.
Maybe they chilled it out a little bit and brought it down to like a normal 2 hours or something.
Yeah, it was based on a novel, which was equally super thick.
Uh-huh.
But it was the special effects in Dune for its time were really good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been reading a little bit about it, and the critics are saying it's really good. So
I went to there a couple of weeks ago to see Cry Macho and had
Yeah.
a good experience, and we liked it, and liked the movie, liked going to the state. My parents went to see a documentary about the pandemic.
I heard about that.
Oh yeah, this past weekend.
Yeah, and I could have gone, but I had other things that I had, like things that were being neglected that had to be taken care of. But my parents said that the documentary, was much better.
And it's free.
It was much better than what they expected.
Right? It was a free showing, wasn't it?
Yes,
Yeah.
I believe it was.
Mm-hmm.
So if they have that again,
Highly recommend.
don't be reluctant to go, because my mom and dad both said it
They
was
should do that again.
much more entertaining than they thought it was going to be.
I think, yeah. It's going to be an interesting thing to look back on.
For sure.
Yeah.
I mean, it's now part of our history forever.
I mean, it's changed a lot of things.
It created this show. It created Porch Cast.
And that's all that matters.
Right. I mean, it changed the way that we do business. It changed the way we go to school. Changed the way we work. Everything.
Everything, yeah.
Everything.
Absolutely.
So that's what's going down, and that and so much more. Please check out the blog, What's Going Down in Boyertown. It's at jeffknowsboyertown.com. Very simple to get to. How can you forget that? jeffknowsboyertown.com.
You can't.
Yeah. So,
Debby, talk up birthday buddies one more time. I did get a question before you do that, so I will ask you the question, and then you can segue into your end of show plugs.
Sure.
Will you go to Abington?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. I thought so.
Okay.
Abington
Who
is
asked
where
that?
Natalie Chat.
Okay. Yeah, that's a name. That's a mouthful.
Chat
Yep.
to Zamatis.
Just a side note, that's where I was born, Abington
Yeah,
Hospital.
All right.
So, Abington also the Manitonian. So is that how you say it?
Manatoni, yeah.
No, what is the name of the bar there? Is that it? The Manitonian?
In at the Manatoni.
Okay, so he's from Abington as well.
Oh,
The
okay,
owner.
yeah, right.
Union Jack.
Right.
sitting
Yeah,
in
Union.
Manitoba.
Thank you. I couldn't think of it. Union Jacks. Yes. So we will travel to Abington. Absolutely.
All right, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so tell everybody about you, how to find you, etc., etc.
Okay.
So do your outro.
So again, it's birthdaybuddiesinc.com. Very simple. You can find us on Facebook. You can find us on Instagram. We have a website. You can call us, text us, send us a message. I'm very responsive to all of the texts or messages. So, yeah. What else can I tell you?
Find them on Facebook.
Find us on Facebook.
I'm getting ready to put the link up one more time
Okay.
into the comments. 267-252-9669.
Right.
That's your phone number. It's
Yes.
prominently displayed on their webpage,
Yes.
which I am now posting into the comment section. So you'll be able to find birthday buddies there. Everybody wants to see the birthday buddies and Spider-Man and Debby not sweating for 3 days, which I am very spurious to that. Anyway, This has been the cast at Glocker. We are on Wednesdays. That's all I'm going to say. I'm just going to say we're on Wednesdays.
Wednesdays, and the time is to be determined.
TBD.
Yeah, there you go.
TBD.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
No problem.
Oh, thanks for coming on.
I appreciate it.
We try to get on 6.
Yeah, we try. We
try to have somebody from the community, a business owner or a member of a nonprofit.
I think everybody we've had on, has been interesting.
Every show has been.
I'm not saying
I
we're
learned
interesting.
something new.
We might be
time.
sometimes, but our guests are always interesting.
Always learn something new.
Yeah.
We're doing this show to help promote local businesses and local organizations. If you would like to be on the show, it's very easy to do. Contact Jen Seville at jen@glocker.com.
And that's very easy to remember.
jen@glocker.com. Shoot her an email and we'll get you on the show. Any local business or organization is welcome to sit down with us.
Absolutely.
My name is Matt Green. I am Matt Green at Glocker Real Estate. That's how you can find me on Facebook and YouTube and all the other social media that I do. I also am the co-host of another podcast called Porchcast Pottstown.
Porchcast Pottstown.
We're going to be on tomorrow night at 6.
Where you at?
We're going to be at Three Daughters Inn, which is a bed and breakfast on East High Street in Pottstown.
Cool.
Yeah.
We're going to be
Very
talking
cool.
to Tracy Purdy on her front porch.
Nice.
So if you want to learn more about Pottstown and the things that are going on in Pottstown, tune into Porchcast Pottstown Thursdays at 6 o'clock on YouTube, Porchcast Pottstown.
Awesome. I'm Jeff Frederick. If you want to find me, just Google Jeff at Glocker, and all my info comes up, and I'd be happy to talk to you.
There you go.
All right.
Thanks for tuning in, folks. Thanks for bearing with us once again with our technical difficulties. I'm going to get up and turn off the show.
See you, folks.
See you later.